It's really important that you choose the right editing software to edit your final product, as different softwares provide different editing experiences that can enhance your vision. There are many softwares out there that allows you to do so, ranging from Final Cut Pro, Final Cut Express, iMovie, Sony Vegas, and so on. Final Cut Pro is the perfect choice for us to edit our final product on, as the interface allows you to carry out layering of footage, which is a key aspect of editing a music video. Let's first start off with the basics. The actual setup of your sequence is a key thing to look out for, as you may import different footage with different frame rates and so on. In order to ensure the correct settings are applied, click on Final Cut Express and Easy Setup. Ensure that your format is on all formats and your rate is on all rates. Now the used bit here can be on DVB-T or Apple Intermediate Codec, it doesn't make a difference. These settings ensure frame rates do not drop during playback time and rendering. Once you're happy with those settings, click Setup and this should set up your final project. If you want to import footage, all you have to do is click File, Import, Files or Folder. I've already imported footage here. If you want to drag a footage onto the timeline, you can simply drag it like this and drop it. Or you can set in and out points right from the clip and drag it out. In and out points are simply points that allows you to do precision editing so that you don't have to drag the entire footage down to your timeline, but simply select the bits you're after. This can be called as your mini editing space as you're selecting the points you need. To insert an in point, you can either right click and add Mark In, or click I and go to the bit you want and click Add Mark Out, or you can click O. Once you've set your in and out points, simply drag the clip onto your timeline. As soon as you drop it onto your timeline, you will notice a red line appearing on the top. That means the video needs to be rendered. In order to render a video, click on the footage, click on Sequence, and click Render All, Render Selection, or both, or Video. You can choose the options that are available. Once your footage is on the timeline, you can use options such as the blade tool that can be used to trim clips at any point you require. The blade tool can be used by simply pressing B on your keyboard. You can see the blade tool appear. To go back to the selector tool, press A. Tracks can also be muted here if you want to add soundtracks on top of the footage you've got. This can be done here by pressing the green button right here. As soon as I've clicked it, you can see the tracks I've muted. You can unmute them anytime you want by deselecting them. Without the use of video filters, your footage would look ordinary. And in order to apply any filters and enhance it, you click on Effects, Video Filters, and here you can see a list of video filters that you could apply to enhance specific features of your video. The filter that I'm going to apply here is the Color Corrector. The reason for doing this is I need to lighten up the footage I've got on the timeline as it's too dark. Here you can see the Color Correctors panel. You can either use these balance and hue canvas at the top here, or you can use the bars at the bottom. It's always a good idea to use the bars at the bottom because you can easily match how you want your lighting proportions to be. For instance, if I increase the whites, you can see on the right that the footage is becoming brighter and brighter. If I decrease the mids, the footage is becoming darker and darker. So you can mess around with these whites, mids, and saturations to get the perfect lighting you want. It's a really useful tool. Other filters such as Smooth Cam can be used to reduce any shakiness of footage and so on. This is again done through effects, video filters and video. Here you can use deinterlace, flicker filter, Smooth Cam and so on. One of the advanced features of using Final Cut is the ability to manipulate motion animation. Split screens can be done with the use of layering. All you have to do is simply layer the two pieces of footage you want to split. As you can see here, I've layered one piece of footage here on top of another. You can see here I've got two tracks. If you want to layer more than two footages, all you have to do is right click here and add new track. Once you've layered your pieces of footage, all you have to do is press the W key on your keyboard and use the ratio proportions to decrease or increase the size of your video. Once you press W, you can see a diagonal cross appear. Then you can reduce the size of your video, move it across wherever you want. I can do the same with the top of the video. Make it smaller. Here you can see I've got two pieces of footage simultaneously shown on the screen. This, in essential, is a split screen. Let's see how it works. Here you've got two shots simultaneously on one screen. Also, keyframes could be added to make a clip move from one direction to another, and this is done through the motion toolbar here. All you have to do is click on center, and this button ensures that you can insert a keyframe. Once you've inserted your keyframe, all you have to do is just drag your clip from one corner to another corner and let it play through. Similar to video filters, audio filters can also be used to enhance features of the sound file you want to use. Once again, click on Effects and Audio Transitions or Audio Filters, and you can see a range of filters that are available to either cut background noise or increase sound effects, or add a filter or remove any humming, or etc. etc. The final bit that you need to know in Final Cut Pro is how to export. It's not that hard. Just click on File and Export using QuickTime Movie. Then name your file and press Save, and it should export your video.